Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This video contains the game 3 from the match between Dinleren and Gukesh Dumaraju. Dinleren is from China and Dumaraju Gukesh is from India. This match is the current FIDE Watches Championship match playing live in Singapore. This is the game 3. A quick recap from the games so far. In game 1, Dinleren played the black pieces and he won. In game 2, Dineren played the white pieces and there was a draw. In this game 3, Dineren is playing the black pieces. Gukesh is playing white pieces. Let's see what this game has to offer us. Let's dive right into it. Dineren is the defending champion of the title, while Gukesh is the challenger. In this third match or third game, Gukesh chose to surprise Dinliren with pawn to d4. After some time, Dinliren playing the black pieces replied with knight to f6, knight to f3, pawn to d5. c4 comes up. We have the queen's gambit on the board. In a position like this, if this pawn is captured, it can be categorized under the queen's gambit accepted variation. However, the Naren chose to decline not taking this pawn. Yes, he now played e6. This gave us a queen's gambit declined variation. After pawn takes, now we have knight to c3. Pawn defends the pawn on d5 by c6. It's just adding one defender to the pawn. Although it was defended twice by the knight and the queen. Well, these are just logical opening moves. We have queen to c2. Here, g6. From my perspective, pawn to g6 has two purposes. Pawn to g6 opens up this square g7 so that the bishop can be placed there on this diagonal and the king can be castled fast. On a second thought, we can add up that pawn to g6 set up a base defender for this move, bishop to f5. In this position, it is white to play. Gukesh went on with h3 first. First of all, removing this square, taking control of this square so that the bishop cannot use this square and come and harass this knight. Here, bishop to f5, attacking the queen. Queen goes to safety by going to b3. Queen to b6 counters the queen on b3. Here, it is obvious. Dinliren is asking for a queen exchange. So it is possible for queen to take queen, pawn takes. The game can continue like this. Yes, it is possible. At least that's one reason why he played that move. However, Gukesh played the white pieces declined by playing pawn to g4 first. Pawn to g4 attacks the bishop. What to do? Here, Dinliren went on to capture that queen. Pawn takes the queen now, bishop to c2, keeping the bishop safe and attacking a pawn. Here, bishop goes to f4. These are developing moves. For now, the king are not castled. These are grandmasters. They know what they are doing. So, let's learn from what they are playing. At least, for now, nobody's losing. The scale is still balanced. Equal number of pieces for white, equal number of pieces for black. Here, h5 comes up, countering the connection of these two pawns along this king side. So, what happened? If pawn takes, knight comes taking the pawn, developing the knight for free, attacking the bishop with tempo. So, what do we see in the game after this move, h5? What we saw was rook move. Gukesh played rook to g1 in the sense that after pawn takes, he defends the pawn. Knight cannot take the pawn because of this rook move, like a future move. So, knight on b to d7, we have knight to d2. The purpose of this bishop here was to come and capture this pawn. Now it has been delayed. Here, Gukesh has defended the pawn with a knight. Since Gukesh defended the pawn, according to my own understanding, it would be nice to remove this bishop back to safety one way or the other when calculating. Since the bishop has not fulfilled the purpose. It can be an easy target now. Just take a look at the bishop. The bishop is out of number of squares. Here, the pawn covers here. Pawn is here, and in fact, two nines. Then a pawn is also here too. Here, attacking. Now, it cannot take this pawn because the nine defends it. You need to have a plan for this bishop. What did Liren do in this game? So let's find out. We have rook to g8 first. Now pawn to g5, attacking the knight. Knight goes to h5 for safety. Bishop to h2. Knight goes to h5 for safety. In turn, attack the bishop. That is why Gukesh played that bishop back home to safety. Natural understanding. After the movement of the bishop, you should notice that there is also a free square available for the bishop to run to now. It is black to play. If it's me, I'll have moved my bishop back. Although I may not know the quality of that move for this position. But logically, keeping the bishop safe and still having material to fight on the board is a concept I can employ. Well, what happened? Dean Liren played rook to h8. Why? I don't really know. Let's find out. Well, if you look at it properly, this knight is temporarily blocking the attack of the rook to the bishop. So it's logical to remove the knight in the future and catch white off guard and take the bishop. So pawn to f3 comes up. Here we see knight move, exposing an attack to that bishop. In this position, bishop to g3 for safety. Here, rook to h5. You see, before I play rook to h5 on this board, I want to highlight the importance of a certain move. Bishop back to f5. Bishop to f5 still help you keep your bishop safe. If you are the one playing this kind of position in the future, just imagine it yourself and see the kind of game you have and the result you have. Bishop to f5 takes that bishop back home. Then Engine is suggesting in this position that there can be a move like this first. You see it? If there's a move like this come up, there is nobody attacking this particular square. The bishop can still run to that square if it's under attack. So let's take, for example, we see rook to c1 attacking the bishop. Now bishop has f5 to run to for safety. Now e4 attacks. Don't take. Just move your bishop, slide it up to e6. Now bishop to c4. Now in this position, check out the evaluation bar by yourself. Just look at it. By the side, you see the evaluation bar is still favoring black at the moment. You see, this evaluation bar gives you a kind of understanding of the position and the moves they played in any game or each game if you follow it. So I'm just sharing concept with you that you can enjoy chess games and still understand it. So in this position, if rook to h5 comes up, now doubling forces to pick up this pawn. Logic move is to bring the bishop back, defend the pawn. If rook to h8, the game can continue well here. Black still maintain a certain amount of advantage from our friendly neighbor, the evaluation bar. That is an assurance that, okay, the game is still going well. Although the Nigerian is not playing with enough time in this particular game, he has lost a lot of time thinking some moves in some certain position. Just look at the time. Just take a look at it. You notice that the time we still have over an hour for Gukesh on just move 18, and Dean Liren has lost a lot of time. He's down 31 minutes. Ouch. So in this game, he went on to play an inferior move for the position, which is rook to h5. Just take a look at an instant switch in the evaluation bar. Evaluation bar just favored white instantly. So the game went on with e4. Someone like Gukesh spot the advantage of eliminating this bishop and taking advantage of the initiative. You see, this rook move was not a good or quality move. Well, according to the engine. So let's just follow it like that. A bit of an inaccuracy. So now he has given the initiative to fight and attack this bishop. Bishop has no squares now to go to. In this position, pawn takes, we have knight to e6. Now, Gukesh make now Gukesh just goes for the obvious plan, trying to take that bishop. Here, rook to c1. Since bishop has nowhere to go, um, the Leren tries an action that might seems okay, but could not help in the position. Here, he took the pawn with the knight. Knight defends the bishop. However, it's not enough. Here, Gukesh just attack the knight. It sends to remove the defender of a piece. So, bishop in this position is, in fact, is gone. So, here, bishop to g7, defending the knight. After knight goes to e2, adding one more attacker to the defender. Knight takes the pawn, rook takes the bishop, knight takes knight, king takes, knight to e5. After knight to d4, we see rook to d8. The Leren tries an idea here, although the idea is not really solid, but he just tried it anyway. The point is this: he's going to try to remove this knight systematically, and there can be a two piece attacking that particular knight. And moreover, rook coming over to d8 instantly pins the knight to the king. What to do? Just one move defense stops all these problems. Let's say all those ideas, which is king to e2, just sliding the king away. The knight was already defended by the bishop. So in one sense, the rook cannot just take it. Do you get the point? So in that position, rook to h2 come up, pins the bishop to the king so that this rook can take the knight. However, bishop to g2 disconnects the rook from the bishop. The bishop is now mobile to defend the knight. Here, I would love to drop in something. According to the engine suggested pawn to a5. I don't know why I can't go further from here because I don't want to burn more time thinking. But the Leren played pawn to a6. Well, this gave more advantage to white, and a smart player like Gukesh saw the whole advantage. He went for it instantly. He played b3, rook to d7. Now rook comes down to c1. The purpose of rook coming down, he wants to support this knight and mobilize this particular bishop. Let's see the concept. King to e7, rook on c to d1, king to e8. Now bishop to g3. After rook to h5, then we have knight. Knight takes, king takes. Here, bishop attacks the rook. Good. So, rook to h1, going for exchanging rooks, just to remove more pieces from the black side, so that white can have more peace to fight in the game. Yeah, rook takes on g5. Rook taking on g5 limits the number of squares the rook can go to for safety. Bishop h3 attacks the rook. Here, f5 blocking. Because in this position, if we look at it, after this attack, if the rook goes home to safety, then he can just simply throw in this beautiful move, just attacking the two rooks at the same time. So, the logic way to defend, no, let's come back. The logic way to defend was to push this f5. After this move, then he played this. I think in this position, the time finished. This game ended here. Thank you for watching this video. This is the first time since 1993 that in a FIDE World Chess Championship or in a World Chess Championship match, a chess grandmaster will lose on time in a match since 1993. Well, see you in more videos on this channel.